Now, what is Wukong's best setup, the most powerful one, or maybe just the one that you're going to have the most amount of fun with? Maybe you enjoy monkeying around with Wukong, defying all expectations, and of course, wiping out large scores of enemies with one single attack while vaulting your way across the map. Well, if you do, then chances are you already know what this incredibly powerful and dangerous Wukong combination setup is. So 2 weeks ago I started looking up combos of Warframes and weapons, setups that synergize really well. That's that word in Warframe that the community really hates. Synergy! Whenever you hear that with a rework, you know shit's about to go down. So 2 weeks ago I showed off the combination, of course, of the Zakti and the Glaive and how incredibly powerful they are, and a lot of you said in the comment section that I needed to try this combination out. It's a setup that I've honestly never used. I've never ran with this once until you guys mentioned it. It is an Iron Vault Wukong modded for range, power and efficiency, combined with a thrown weapon like the Serrata, the Orpheus, the Glaive or even the Glaive Prime, and it should be used in dual wield mode with your pistol of choice. The way this combination works sounds pretty simple. You Iron Vault your Wukong into the air, and then you throw your Glaive at a group of enemies and it will explode on impact when it hits the ground, spreading slash effects and of course wiping out anything in its path, yourself included, if you have too much range on your Wukong and if you don't have his Defy ability turned on. It will deal a shitload of self damage and kill you, so you do need to be careful. Now, it's not quite as simple as vault and throw. That's not just exactly how it works. Certain mods are needed on your Wukong and on your thrown weapon in order to get this combination to work. First off, you're going to need the Iron Vault augment on your Wukong. Iron Vault will allow you to launch your Wukong into the air when you aim his Iron Jab at the ground, and it will cause your next slam attack to deal 500% extra damage and increase its range by 15 meters. Now, Iron Vault is affected by power strength mods and range mods, so you can mod for more power strength depending on what you're comfortable with, and if you do mod for too much range, it is really dangerous to your Warframe's existence. It will wipe your Wukong out really easily. On your weapon, you're going to want to equip Power Throw and of course Quick Return, because both of these synergize really well with one another. Now, I'm using the Glaive Prime as my thrown weapon simply because of those forced bleeds and its damage output, but like I said earlier, the Serrata or the Orpheus will work as well. Now, Power Throw will cause your Glaive to explode on the last surface that it hits, but when you combine this with Quick Return, which means it doesn't bounce as much, it means that the Glaive will return to you a lot faster and therefore explode on the first surface that it hits. So it will explode every time you throw it once it hits a surface. If you're looking to scale up the damage of these explosions from your Glaive, then damage mods of course is going to increase it, like elemental mods or Spoil Strike if you can deal with the negative from that Spoil Strike, or you could even stick on a crit chance mod if you wanted to, I guess, if you wanted to test it out and see how it worked out. Again, entirely up to you. Whirlwind is also a great mod to equip simply because it will have those projectile speeds of the Glaive going a lot faster, which means it will return to you a lot faster as well. Now, I decided to mod my Wukong with less than 200% range simply because when I was at 200 or beyond, I kept triggering my Defy and knocking my monkey right on its ass. But if you're looking to wipe out larger rooms and you can manage the Defy, then by all means mod for above 200%. This Iron Vault Wukong Glaive setup is incredibly powerful, especially if you have it on a defense mission where you're able to get into a position where it's not going to trigger your Defy and it's not going to, I guess, wipe you out, but you can wipe out huge amounts of enemies with it. Or even if you're with a Warframe that can boost up your damage output like an Octavia or a Rhino or something, then this is insanely powerful. And if you are fed up just running Wukong as a Defy Immortal Monkey or running around waving his huge stick about the place, then you could always run with this setup just for having some fun and seeing how well you can tweak it to fit your own playstyle. Now check it out and let me know what you think of it. Be careful not to end up melting your monkey. That sounded a lot better in my head. Now do me a huge favour and hit that like button if you enjoyed the video, or don't if you didn't. Subscribe for more Warframe, and as always, thanks very much for watching.